Hello, my dear viewers, and welcome to Angelic Sky Tarot channel. Today we're doing a spread that was requested by one of my viewers. She wanted to do a video, a spread about married life, possibly compatibility between partners. So this could be included, this question could be included in the spread, but I'm going to extend the question. So this spread is great for anyone who is in a relationship, an existing relationship, and maybe you are facing some sort of conflict and you want to see what area of your life could use improvement, or see if you at all compatible with your partner. Maybe you are in a really toxic relationship and you need to shift something or move forward. Maybe you're just starting in a relationship with someone and you want to see a compatibility with that partner. So you could be an existing relationship, you could be starting a relationship. Possibly some of you could have had separation with a partner, but you haven't been separated for too long. Maybe you just had a fight or an argument. So to see how compatible you are, in which areas, and where you can improve your relationship, where we can get advice from the tarot, the angels. So this reading is good for all men and women, for same-sex relationships, as long as you have a relationship with someone and you created something and you in the process maybe creating a relationship, or you already have something formed, or you had a relationship and something is not working out, so you want to see where you're compatible and which areas you're not compatible in. So we have 3 decks for your choices. Take a closer look. See, maybe you like a pattern of the back of the deck, or you like the colors. Maybe you just like certain numbers, 1, 2, 3. So take a minute, select your deck, work with your intuition, think about the person, think about your relationship. You can maybe pronounce your names, and let's look deeper into your relationships. So I'm gonna set aside deck number 2 and number 3, and we'll begin with the first choice. I'm gonna shuffle it a little bit, and soon we'll see what the cards will tell us. So I'm asking my guides, angels, archangels, to deliver this message for couple number 1. Let's see. So this card will signify to us if you are compatible, if this relationship is compatible. And from 2 of Pentacles, I can say right away, yes. It seems like you are in balance in this relationship. You're both working hard. And so in spiritual aspect, let's see, this is going to be card of a woman, this is card of a man. So I can tell you that spiritually, your male counterpart connected to their intuition a lot more deeper, but you also have a very open heart, and you're learning from each other and reflecting in each other. So it seems like your partner is your spiritual teacher, and maybe he's very deep with his emotions. He likes to possibly read esoterical literature, or spiritual literature. Maybe he's trying to educate you about his religion. So it seems like the person is very much preoccupied with religion or spiritual aspect. And probably if you will be married, or if you were married, you were married in a traditional way, maybe at a church. So religious beliefs are very important to this man. And because you love a person, you are trying to understand his beliefs, and you're trying to live by your partner's traditions. So yes, it's somebody who's very deeply immersed in their beliefs, deeply connected to their intuition, likes to explore different spiritual literature, texts, scripts, possibly go together to retreats, spiritual retreats. So let's see. Let's see on emotional level how well you connect. Well, emotionally you connected incredibly well, and we have the Lovers here. So you are a pair, you're a couple. It looks like you're a good match. There should be harmony in this relationship. So yes, emotionally you're very well connected. Let's see. So sometimes from the side of of a woman, there could be some concerns or regrets about the past, or maybe the choices the female partner made in the past, or a partner who has more like female energies, female tendencies. So there are maybe some regrets about past relationships or past things that happened in a relationship, because from the male side, I do see that they're quite confident. They actually more optimistic. They Yes, they like to share their light and education and their energy with others. They like to be kind of seen. They're open with their emotions. They like to discuss their feelings. And the partner, female partner, is more closed with the emotions. Maybe you don't like, the female partner doesn't like to discuss so much the emotions, and there's a little bit of trauma from the past, so you have tendency to hide your emotions or kind of grief inside before you come and communicate them out to your partner. So your male counterpart is definitely more open in emotional communication. So the next card we have is about your finances. So finances, it seems like you're doing well. We have Page of Wands. So I see the energy of prosperity, the energy of enthusiasm is there. So you probably have same goals. Let's see, and outlooks. So yes, it looks like both of you have goals to move forward. So probably female partner had more difficult situation, possibly in the past. And ever since she's been in this relationship, it looks like the financial situation is improving. So she's moving away from more like poverty situation, or more situation of not having enough. And the male seems like he works hard, saves for the family, invests into the family, looking forward to possibly like build a house together, or investing in real estate. So definitely good about saving money, investing, distributing resources properly. So both financially have positive ideas, same outlooks on how to spend money, on how to invest their money. Possibly some of you have family business and working together. So let's see. In the household, again, we have Knight of Pentacles. I'm sorry, not Knight of Wands. So it's again the same fiery energy. So you are compatible in this area. So the female is, if you have children, you probably take responsibility and take care of the children a lot more. You probably take them to school, take them back from school, take them to their school activities. The man is a little bit less involved with children activities. But let's see. It seems to me, yes, the woman takes care of the house more. Like you wash the dishes, you probably clean more. The man less participates in that activity. But you do have kind of the same outlook on how things should look in the house, or what type of things to buy, how to arrange your furniture, Let's see. About the children, you both do want children and family. So let's see. So the things, we have Two of Swords here and Two of Wands. So there is definitely desire to have a family, to start a family. If you don't have children yet, you want to have children. You enjoy sexual intercourse very much. So I think the woman is, if you haven't started a family, is indecisive whether she wants children right now. So she's kind of starting to think about and toy with the idea. And your male partner, or also is interested, but also kind of in it's not really a card of action. So you're both on pause. I think if you thinking about children, you're thinking about the future possibility, but not so much interested right now. I think right now you're just enjoying your union, your sexual compatibility, because you do have passion between you, you have emotional compatibility. So let's see, your sexual compatibility, I mean, it's incredible. You have Two of Cups. So sexually, you're very much connected. You like the same things. There's definitely strong emotional connection. You can tell each other what you like, your sexual preferences. So yeah, it's like you're a perfect wife. Um, you're very feminine. You are extremely good and passionate in love making. You're not shy. You eventually would like to probably get pregnant, be a mother, have a family, and for your partner, you're like a wish come true. He's very satisfied. So in sexual, it seems like in sexual arena, you both like a very great match. You are lovers, Two of Cups, emotional, sincere, beautiful love. You're the Empress, you're the Venus, the beauty, the epiphany of like female, and grace. So, and the man seems very satisfied. And let's see, I'm gonna get suggestion of the cards. So it looks like a very positive, very happy kind of situation here, because we have 10 of Wands, we have a 10 of Pentacles and King of Pentacles. Here we have happy household, happy family, people working together, working hard towards the same goal, being able to go through different tests and obstacles in life, but you reach your goal, you reach your destination, the happy castle, a happy foundation, happy family. So I do see a lot of success, monetary stability, great compatibility. You are a great couple. You can have conversations together. You have same visions, same goals. You want children. You want prosperity. You want stability. Your partner also is looking for stability. He is the King of Pentacles. That's the most stable king out of the whole deck. It's the person who can build foundation, who first of all can build foundation of a friend with you, to be able to share things emotionally, to become real couple, real lovers. There's a lot of real emotions here, real understanding. Person is very spiritual, very open, very loving, family oriented. So it's a person who can build foundation, save up for the family, take care of the family, protect their partner, realize dreams and goals, and a woman wants to be that wife, wants to run the household, wants to be the Empress, wants to be the mother. So she will take care of the children, and she will be able to move away from any type of past that wasn't satisfactory. So this newfound love, and for some it is, a relationship that you're just entering, because we have a Page of Cups, so it could be new love offer, new friend that you met, somebody new. So if you met someone just now, that person looks very promising, and it looks like going to be a beautiful partnership. You will be able to balance each other out, create a true connection, reflect on each other. You have kind of same goals, same ideas, same passions. So this spread looks incredible. If you are compatible, if that's your question, I would say yes, very much so. It looks like you will be able to work together and have same goals and create beautiful family. So let's look at the deck number 2. I'm going to shuffle, and please think about your person. Think about your either husband, or maybe person that you just met, or someone you've been in a relationship and you maybe having some issues and you temporarily separated. Let's see where the trouble comes in, or what are the issues with your relationship, where you're compatible, where you're not compatible. Okay, so this is kind of general compatibility. Let's see if you we have Justice. So here, like to me, it looks like you're compatible, because we have the scales, and that looks to me that both parties are equally compatible. Well, let's look more into the spread. So this card is for female and male energy in this relationship. So the Queen of Swords is someone who is brutally honest. It's maybe somebody who caught their relationship, So right now, as I'm looking at this, you might be in separation, or in the process of fighting, or in the process of arguing. So you're trying to reach a certain compromise, or trying to find an answer, what is happening. So it looks to me like the female initiated the fight. She accused her partner of something, of misunderstanding, or not, being honest with her, not being just in the situation. So she cut the tie of this relationship. She's holding the sword, she's holding the power. It seems like she's more dominant at this point in this relationship. And the man right now is looks like separated from his partner, and he looks devastated. He looks like he's hurting. So spiritually, kind of right now, the woman is more dominant. She has more clarity on what she wants, and the man is really confused, really distraught. I think he's kind of going through a big shift in his life and a lot of confusion. So spiritually right now, energetically, the female is a lot higher, the man is a lot lower. So although I think you could find a compromise, and there's something that could be equaled out. So let's look further. Let's look for maybe more emotional compatibility. So, and we have, okay, Ace of Wands. So emotionally, you both very emotional people. There's a lot of like a spark between you two. You definitely have very strong emotional tie. You definitely feel like a couple to me. And it looks like spiritually, the woman is a lot like higher, like her mind, her understanding, she has a lot more clarity than a man. And a man is going through some sort of shattering experience where it is cracking him open. It is this experience opening him up. So this connection, opening his heart, changing his views on things. So it's very difficult for him, and it's very drastic. So, but emotionally, you're very much attached to each other, and there's a huge spark. So 10 of Wands, again, a woman felt like she carried a lot of burden, and she carried the most of the burden in this relationship, that she worked the hardest on the relationship, and she feels overwhelmed at the moment. She feels like this relationship was burdensome on her, almost, emotionally. And the King of Wands may be a very passionate king who doesn't hide his emotions. Maybe it was like emotional overload from your partner, like you were dumping all the emotions on the woman, making comments right away. If you're not happy with something, like would dump his comments, and kind of overburden emotionally his female counterpart. So I see a lot of fire, a lot of fiery signs, possibly also air signs like Libra. A lot of heated emotional arguments, and male feels a little bit more like relaxed, more maybe possessive, felt like more like a king, and the woman just got overwhelmed. Although I think she's a lot more intellectually, I would like to say smarter, she's intellectually higher, on a higher level, and she was trying to kind of be with her partner, trying to understand him, try to be understanding, trying to sacrifice a lot of things for this relationship to work. But I think there was a point that was reached that was like a boiling point, and there was a little bit too much of an egocentric personality, or egocentric kind of feelings and emotions on the male partner side. So let's see how about your financial outlook on life, how you were able to invest your money or spend the money. So both of you look like you are able to be financially independent. You kind of have the same goals and same ideas. You want to be prosperous, you want to be successful. So possibly a female was spending more money in this relationship, and possibly she worked for a family business, or there was a family business and right now it's not doing so well, or it's stopped producing the same amount of money that it did before, and the male has a better financial situation right now. We have 6 of Wands, so we have a person who feels victorious, who makes more money, who maybe invested better or made better financial choices. So for a female, energy, we see that maybe she was more dependable on finances in this situation, in this relationship, so but somehow she wasn't planning correctly, or maybe overspending money on things that are not necessary, maybe being an impulsive shopper, buying too many things, that were not necessary for the household. So not a careful spender, a little bit of careless spending, blowing your money away, not saving for the future, not investing it correctly for the future. And the male is more kind of logical in his spendings, and I feel like he invested or created accounts that would support him better for the future. But both have good taste, both like beautiful things. The household, you buy expensive things for your household. So let's look more into how you run the household. So, and here we have King of Swords. So there is a bit of disagreement, in this area. You're both seem to be well off, but there are some disagreements, on how to run the household. So the man likes to save the money, likes to invest, maybe possibly wants to move or relocate to another place. Maybe he was looking to buy a new house, or moving at this time to a new apartment or new place where he will live, maybe looking to buy a house for both of you together. The woman had to work in the mode of magician, so she knows how to make the household look beautiful. She likes to buy nice things, she's very good with like organizing parties, with kind of decorating the house. She's the one who buys the groceries. She's the one who prepares beautiful dinners. So she's the one who creates magic in the household. She's the one who decorates. She's the one who chooses the type of couch you're gonna buy. So she's the one who creates the guest list, the one who invites the people, for the parties. But the man maybe necessarily likes to invest more in the money, and likes to invest his money in things that bring him money back. The woman likes to spend, the man likes to invest, into things that create more security in his future. So let's see, with children. So there are some disagreements about the children and the family. Definitely not the same views. You are not compatible in that area. I think the woman wants to get pregnant if she's not already pregnant. She wants to start a family. Maybe the argument was about that she wanted to start a family and the man is refusing. For him, it's all in the distant future. It's not his wish to have children. I think there were arguments about children, and maybe the woman did find out that she's pregnant, and the man is worried that it's not the right timing. So maybe that's what's causing the issue, the argument. Maybe he doesn't feel enough security, where he still feels like he needs to invest or create a safer foundation for the family to be started. And the woman possibly is looking to get pregnant, she's looking to start a family. So there's definitely some sort of disagreement about the family. If maybe you do have arguments about how you, if you already have children, how you raise the children. So it doesn't seem like the man is very much involved into the raising of the children. The woman is definitely more involved with children, with a household, with taking care of the kids, buying items for them that they need, taking them to school. And she would like more help, she would like more support, so she's carrying a lot of that burden on her shoulders. She feels overwhelmed at times. So if you are planning to be with someone, so know that probably if you're just starting a relationship, that you will have arguments about who will take care of the children, because it will seem like if you're a female, the burden will be on you, and the man will feel more distant from that connection with the children. You know, he will be more like of a working man, more of a saving man, more of an investing man. He will feel more egoistic in this relationship, like he deserves something more. And you are the one who is carrying most of the burden. You are the one, you know, who's creating magic around the house, around the household, the one who is investing in the children and taking care of them. So let's look at your sexual compatibility. Well, here we have the Emperor. So we definitely have compatibility here. Let's just see how it plays out. Okay, so it seems like actually a woman has more erotic desires and more pleasures that are not satisfied. And the man is more of a, believe it or not, more traditional outlook. You know, we have Queen of Pentacles. So he likes kind of stable sexual, you know, intercourse, maybe a couple of times a month, you know, just nothing too creative, you know, kind of usual, you know, usual sex. And a woman could have some different preferences. So there are some desires that will be unmet. You know, she will have temptation to look elsewhere, maybe possibly. If this relationship doesn't work out, it might be because she will not be sexually satisfied in this relationship. So with Emperor, we do see a bit of egoism revolving around one of the partners. So you know, let's see, what is the suggestion for this couple from the cards, from the tarot? And let's see. Yeah, so I'm seeing that possibly because of sexual preferences, I think the woman will need more emotional attention. And like it seems to me that the man financially satisfies this union, but there's a lot of emotional unresolvement, a lot of emotional misconnection. And I think the woman will have more desires, more sexual desires. So it looks to me like there possibly will be a cheating scenario where one of the partners walks away with another partner. And so we have Tens of Swords, which represents to me the end of cycle, the end of struggle. It's like death. It's something will die out. And Eight of Swords also on the male part, he will feel a lot of confusion and he will not see this coming. So it looks to me the female will break up, or already broke up with her partner, that they were in the union. So, but this relationship, you know, will come to an end because of a female breaking up with her partner. She will break that cycle because she will possibly meet someone else who will satisfy her physical and emotional and sexual desires. And the male partner will not see it coming. It will be, he will be blindfolded to the whole situation until it really happens. So it will be very stressful breakup, and it will really shake his word. So if you're just starting to date, so pay attention to sexual preferences. You know, don't talk yourself into this relationship if something doesn't feel satisfying. It will not improve unless you know, you start consciously working on it right away. So don't be tempted by the partner's financial security, you know, because although you might feel financially secure, you will carry most of the burden on your shoulders, and then at the end you're still not going to be sexually satisfied. So if you are already in a relationship and you feel that unsatisfaction, you know, you can work on your sexual energy and maybe take some sort of sexual retreat, sexual course, tantric course, where you will learn to communicate more with your partner on emotional level, on a sexual level. So because there's compatibility, like you know, there's feelings there, there's emotions there, there's same outlook on maybe how to you know, arrange your household, but there are some differences about how to raise your children. There are some differences in sexual preferences. So if you work in these areas, there's possibility for you to save the relationship. If you're not going to work in this relationship, it looks to me that a female partner will walk out with a new partner or lover out of this union. So let's look into the third spread, and I'm going to shuffle see. I'm gonna shuffle the cards a little more. Think about your person. Let's ask angels and guides about your sexual compatibility in this relationship and other areas, you know, your emotional connection, your household finances, areas where you connect, where you see differences. So this is kind of your overall spiritual connection, and we have High Priestess. So this definitely, to me, it's a 2, you know. So to me, it usually is card of balance, card of relationship. So I think, and it's a very highly spiritual card. So yes, if there's a spiritual connection, absolutely, it's a very deep spiritual connection on a very deep level. It's very intellectual, very emotional. So let's see. So we have a 4 of Swords and we have 2 of Pentacles. So the man has definitely more attachment. You possibly already have children, you know, together. It's an established union. So yeah, it feels very peaceful. It feels like there's stability. Like a woman feels stable in this relationship. There's not a lot of hot, you know, hot emotions at this moment. And we're looking at spiritual connection. Yes, there's spiritual connection, there's union, you know, there's definitely union. So both of you feel pretty satisfied. 2 of Pentacles, you know, this balanced energy, you know, attachment to the children, to the family, to you. You feel very kind of calm at this moment. And you know, if you're a female, you feel very calm and satisfied. So on an emotional level, we have the Judgment. So we have Judgment, 9 of Swords, and the Stars. So what does that mean? So emotionally, your man, I think, is you're definitely facing some sort of hardship at this moment, you know, emotionally, because it seems to me like a male person, it's a difficult cycle for you, and it's about to end. So depending on decisions that you make emotionally, you know, it will depend the nature of your relationship, whether you're going to stay together or not. Because I do feel a lot of kind of like fears on emotional level from a female. So there's a lot of worry, there's a lot of restless nights. I don't understand why, because spiritually you're very connected. Okay, you're both highly intellectual people. You both you feel like on a spiritual level very calm, you know, and you have same ideas, same outlook on life. So, but there's a difficult judgment. It's a difficult cycle. You know, your relationship are really being tested. You're going through some lessons, you know, in your life, and the woman feels extremely worried at this moment. So emotionally, you're very disturbed. The female energy looks disturbed to me. Some worry about something. The man is more distant. He's more in the stars. He's more in his mind, somewhere in the thoughts. So he's in a dreamy state. I think the woman is worried that the man is detached a little bit at this moment, because he's somewhere, he's distant with his emotions. He's distant. He's dreaming, possibly, you know, thinking about something or someone else. So I think it feels to me like it's a married couple. You've been together for a while. You could have children. You know, if you're just starting, so there's spiritually, there's a huge connection. You know, there's a huge potential for a family. Emotionally, you know, a woman is more worried right now, and the man is a little bit more detached. He's kind of like dreaming about his own things, you know, and it feels like a challenging cycle emotionally. So if you're just starting to date and you're worried, you know, emotionally about something, you know, you need to look at the fears, where they're arising from, what is causing, you know, you to feel that fear, you know, that disconnect. Because the man is kind of dreaming. He feels more peaceful emotionally. He's in a more like la la land. That's what I want to say. So let's look financially, maybe. Okay. Okay, so financially, the man definitely has more security. We have King of Pentacles, you know, and we have 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands is usually, it's the end of the cycle that was burdensome. It's you accomplished something. So financially, I don't know, maybe you had a certain goal that you had to reach, or you were saving up for something. And so the man helped to bring the money. The man had to really pull his resources together, and you accomplished something. You were maybe bought a house together, or you saved up for a trip or something. So here we have the Tower in reverse. So usually a Tower is a breakup of a relationship, but here it's in reverse. So it's kind of there's no argument here, there's no struggle, it's reversed. But I think you need to look at the situation differently, and maybe you're not willing to look at the situation, the financial situation, differently. I think the man sees that the change needs to be made, that you reach some sort of cycle where financial changes, maybe the way you spend money, or the way you, maybe your partner is, male partner is asking you to move to a different level. Maybe he feels like you need a bigger house, or you need to invest into something, and you seem to stay in more conservatively in your looks. You are fearing the change. Maybe he's asking you to move into a smaller house, and you are resistant. So you definitely have differences, and a bit of a struggle. You have a struggle in your finances, and it looks like the man feels more secured, and you are stuck in the past, and you're not trying to see the situation from a new angle. So let me see this. So I'm seeing some challenges in emotional realm and in financial realm. So there are some differences. Let's see about your looks on household. How do you see that the household should be ran? Okay, so we have King of Swords here, Two of Wands, and the Fool. So the King of Swords, again, there's a bit of coldness, and you need to think about it. There's something that needs to be rethought about how your household is being run. And here we have Two of Wands on the male side. So he's definitely asking of you for something to be changed. Maybe he's asking for you to hire a cleaning lady, or to change the schedule, of like where you work, or how, what hours you work, because I think something is not satisfactory, and he's looking for better ways or new ways on how to run a household. So I'm looking like, yeah, I see like maybe he's asking you to hire a house cleaner, or somebody who will take better care of the household. And with you, like it feels like you feel overwhelmed, and you feel like something needs to be changed, but again, you are afraid to change something, and you know that something needs to be changed, and you feel overwhelmed at the moment. You feel extremely overwhelmed. So we both are not really happy about how this household is running. You need to make some decisions, whether you're trying to expand, or contrary to shrink, your household, or move somewhere else. Yeah, it looks to me that possibly your partner is, if you are going through some sort of fight or separation, maybe trying to move in with a new partner, maybe he's contemplating about somebody else, and you really fear that, you really have the worry, and your whole, peaceful foundation that you used to have is kind of crumbling down, and you're going through a lot of difficult energy right now, because I do see the Judgment here. It's the end of the cycle. And again, Ten of Wands, another like burdensome situation that's coming to an end. And a sword, King of Swords, so the ties can be cut. And possibly on the male side, he's trying to change the whole setup of the relationship. He might be looking towards new partnership, or trying to move out, or trying to buy another property. So your partner could be looking for either new investments, new opportunities. He's thinking about changing everything in the household, changing everything, the way you do things together, how your household should look like, where you should live, to possibly looking to relocate, how you do things, and or looking for a new partner altogether. In some instances, I'm seeing that he might be moving in with someone else, where here you're in fear, you're trying to hold on to the past, you're not sure how to begin everything new, how to live in this new way. So there's definitely struggle, from the female side here. Let's look at the children, compatibility with the children. So we have swords, 5 of swords, 4 of chalices, and death. So it looks to me that there's definitely different outlooks, on whether you want children or not. So it looks to me that the woman wanted to have children in this relationship, and she missed her opportunity. Maybe possibly for some of you, not all of you, this is a general spread. The man asked you to have an abortion because he didn't want the child at that time, and you possibly regretting it and feel a lot of sorrow about your decision. You feel like it was your missed chance, your missed opportunity. The man didn't want the child. Maybe possibly some of you lost a child. Maybe you lost a child, and the woman is grieving, and there's a lot of disturbance. So for again, your man, if he goes to another relationship, might have a child in another relationship. But I'm not seeing a child desire to have a child together with you. So there's no compatibility here. You both have different desires, and I don't think you should really, if you want a child and the partner doesn't want a child, I think you should keep the child if that's what you want, so not to miss your opportunity. So let's see sexual compatibility. So we have Queen of Wands. So there's definitely sexual desire, and here we have the Chariot for a woman. So the woman really desires this partner more. And if we can see from this card, we have a Hermit, somebody who is more distant, somebody who is contemplating turning their back to their partner. So the woman is more open in that respect. She desires her partner more. I think she has more tender and loving feelings toward him. She sacrificed a lot more in this relationship, and it looks like both of you right now, although you have a certain desire, the Queen of Wands, it's desire and it's passion, but both of you kind of looking separate, separate ways. So you're taking in one direction, he's going in contemplation, in isolation in another direction. There's regret. There's also regret, some sort. Maybe the partner feels guilt. The male partner might feel guilt about something, about some decisions in the past. So I think you need to move forward. I see the energy of Chariot is taking you away towards possibly different future, new possibilities. So let's look at the suggestion of the cards. Okay. So I'm here seeing the Page of Chalices. So there is, the cards are asking you for love, compassion, forgiveness towards each other. The man experiences a lot of confusion. We have the moon here. So the man is kind of like in rebirth in this cycle. There's, he was asking for guidance. He was asking for, he's dreaming about something, he wants for the new opportunity. He wants for the change in the relationship, he wants for the new start. He wants to forget all the negativity of the past. There's a lot of contemplation. So, but there's also a lot of confusion at the moment. So you both need to meet each other with unconditional love. So there's desire for change here. There's confusion and desire for change here. So the woman wants the stability. She wants the loving relationship. She has a lot of worry and emotional level, a lot of fears, an ability to see the situation from the new angle, not sure how to change the situation. Again, a little bit scared to begin something new, this new cycle. She feels like something needs to change in the relationship. Some missed opportunities, um, so the Chariot is giving you new flow, new vitality, new power to change something. And here we have Four of Wands. So usually Four of Wands is a card of stable family, of foundation, but it came upside down. So it's possibly with forgiveness, you can move forward. You can move forward, love each other unconditionally, but maybe the woman is ready to move forward, and possibly she will find her happiness somewhere else. Let's see. Yes, if she moves forward, she will find love somewhere else, because we have Six of Chalices. We have new partnership, possibly even you having a child, a new baby, with someone else. So here we have Seven of Chalices. It's this person is in a lot of illusions. This person is delusional. There are choices, but there's confusion. So I think the woman feels the confusion of the partner. So you both have very spiritual, very beautiful souls, very deep souls, but the partner is experiencing a lot of confusion in many aspects right now, and the woman feels she's not sure what to do. So the suggestion of the cards, either move through everything with unconditional love and wait through this difficult cycle, to go through, because it is a cycle, it's a judgment, everybody's looking at you, how you're going to go through this challenge. So the suggestion of the card for unconditional love. But if a woman decides to move forward, she possibly will find love, in a new relationship. If the man moves forward, it looks like there's a lot of delusion and confusion, and there's a disappointment. So yeah, both of you will be able to find new partners, because we have Ace of Wands, new offer, possibly pregnancy for you, and here is the Empress, possibly finding a wife. Again, if you work through through a lot of your pain and confusion, maybe going to counseling, through honest conversations, through love, again, in your relationship also, this could be given to you. He will realize that you are his wife and partner, and you will actually receive your desired pregnancy. Okay. So no matter what happens in this relationship, the potential is there. You're going through a very difficult cycle. Do everything through love, through open conversations, through consultations with professionals, because there's confusion on a male side right now. I hope these readings helped you. I love you all very much, and to love, to beauty.